I tell you right now not to ever give up on your dreams. For when you were a child and you looked to the sky and you thought of these amazing things, it was not of foolishness. It was not out of this new idea as an adult that when you matured, you would live in a rational idea. It was your younger self saying to you that I hope I can live in that reality where I am so forced. So don't ever give up on your dreams. You have to get to this point in life where you say, I would rather die than give up on my dreams. I'm Maxwell, and I help teach young men find purpose in life. You cannot live every single day being grounded in this bullshit. I have to be blunt and to really get into your brain to hope that you can fulfill yourself. Not by this, oh, let's go work a job, let's go to school, let's do what everyone else tells me. But when you find out purpose, you peel back these layers of life that show who you are and what you've meant to do in life. And you realize a lot of life is all about pleasing that younger self. And maybe in the playful sense, in healing trauma. But it was those moments that when you were a child and you looked at the sky and the clouds and you thought, who was I gonna be? And you made a wonderful decision that stuck to your soul. And then you mature, you grow up, you say, well, that's not the sensible thing to do. I have to be adult. But then you look around, you see at your work, you get your first real job out of high school. And a lot of people are fucking pathetic. You start to realize individuals never grew up. They stayed the same, but they aged. Now I tell you this one thing. This is our one chance, our one life. Whether you are religious or not, or believe in something, it does not matter. You are living right now. And every day that you do not pursue something greater just feels like a moment closer to death. But it's sensible to get a 9 to 5, to go to college so I might just get hired, so I can kiss someone else's boot for slightly more pay. Now, whatever your dream is, that's not for me to know. But it is for me to tell you that if this is truly your one shot at life, why don't you fucking pursue it? No plan Bs, no backups. Oh, I'll do this. I'll wait for my finances, for when I'm older, when my kids get out of the house, for when I have a little bit more money. That's all excuses. And when you get on this spiritual path, you realize fulfillment needs to be in the moment. You can't just put things off, for you sound like a fool when you do that. You sound like a fool. So why don't you just go for it? If you fail, if you mess up, if it truly cannot be achieved, then you can live like the rest of everyone else that are so miserable, so pathetic. And then you can give up. But the way I was raised, the way that is carved into my soul, ever since I was a child, I was told to never give up, to never surrender. And yet by the same people that told me that, they say, do the safe option. But men are built and refined by pressure, by the chasing of dreams, only by the belief that it can happen, does it form into a reality. Now, to get into an actual story, is my physique, for example. You know, I would like to say I built an amazing physique. I built the dream physique that I always wanted. When I was 12 years old and I wanted to get into bettering myself because I realized if I stayed the same young self, that stayed grounded, that stayed delusioned, I would have been a pathetic version of myself. So I stood in the mirror one day when I was 12 years old and I looked at my body in disappointment. I said, what is this? This small, scrawny little kid that gets no girls, that gets no respect, that is nothing. And you know what I did? is I decided to make a dream I imagined who I wanted to be. And I spent every single fucking day pursuing it. And now only later, years after, did I get the results. But if I doubted myself every single step, you know how that would have hindered my performance? It would have made pursuing and actually making it a reality so much harder. So you have to truly believe that it is viable, that it is possible. Because I made results in the gym that people talk about that takes years. Because I pursued it 100%. I eat, sleep, the gym. There was moments in my day that I would wake up, I would eat the perfect breakfast after getting the perfect sleep. I'd go to the gym, hit the perfect workout, get all my macros, nutrients, so forth, stretching, and I would consume all the content. I didn't even hang out with friends or girls or anything. I just chased the dream. And I made it a fucking reality. And it was from the visualization and the belief that I could put blood and effort into it and make it a reality. Because like I said before, if I doubted every single step, if I was disappointed that I didn't have it right away, I would have never have made it. But instead, I saw the little progress. Oh, a bicep vein, or the soreness, or my arms look slightly bigger in the mirror. Let's put more into it. Let's put more into it so I get bigger and bigger and closer until one day you look in the mirror and you think, oh my God, I finally fucking have it. And I fulfilled my younger self. I fulfilled his reality, his dreams, his hopes by putting in the hard effort in that moment. Not by, oh, I'll go into the gym when I'm older. It might stunt my growth. Or, I should just focus on being a kid and living in the moment. I made the proper decision of truly pursuing it. So whatever dream you have right now, you have to visualize it. If it's a life setup. Because I visualize where I'm going to be in the next 5 years. You might not believe it, but I know damn well I'm going to be in Florida. Nice apartment, nice car, on the beach, working out, getting sun all the time. That's where I'm going to be. I see that. I see what type of life I want to live. And you know damn well, I might not show it, but I work towards it every single fucking day. And that's what you need. And I am so amped up in this video right now because I've been disappointed. Because I've been disappointed by going to the parties. By not pursuing purpose. Purpose is your obsession. It is your dream. It is the reason you live for. And when you find your purpose and you do not pursue it every single day, you feel lackluster. You feel depressed. You go to your job and you want to kill yourself because you lack the purpose and you lack the pursuit of it. So to get into that is you visualize it. You say, this is what I want to do. I want to do X, Y, and Z. Okay, how do I get there? You reverse engineer it. For the gym, for that dream physique, I knew that I had to train hard, eat food, rest well, and develop it as I went because I had the rough idea, the main points that I had to do to get it, and the rough adjustments as I went to refine it into the proper reality of that dream. And I didn't give up. So you made it a reality. You visualized it, you set a goal, and you put the effort in today. Like when I first started talking in the beginning of this video, I said never to wait. Your finances, your position in life, why would you put it off tomorrow? You're just lying to yourself, saying, oh, I can put it off tomorrow and then I'll get it done. Oh, after college, after this career, so forth. It is the worst feeling in the world to know that your dreams could have happened, but instead they didn't. And I live by these words that I will tell you. Is I'd rather die than give up. So I put my heart and soul into it. And you need to too. Because in a world of distraction, of fulfillment. For 20 fucking dollars, you could be the happiest guy in the world. You get your shitty part-time job, you live in your mom's basement, and you hit a weed pen. And you just float throughout life. But deep inside of you, somewhere was a dream, a hope, an image of your ideal dream character. So, you have your goal, you have your daily input, and you have to sacrifice so much. And only by discomfort do we grow. So you have to be the man that is willing to make the harder decision, to let go of the life of comfort and to truly shed his past self in a metaphorically ending his life, to be reborn as the individual that chases his dream. And then you'll peel it back. You'll have a new dream, you'll have a new thought, a new layer of life. But when you're on your deathbed, you'll know damn well you gave life it. You gave life your all. Whether you made it happen or not, you tested its limits. You might not be written down like Napoleon or Caesar or Alexander the Great, but you'll feel the same glory they did, because you took life by the balls and you grabbed it. You made it a reality. So if you've had self-doubt in the recent moments of maybe you're outside of high school and you're getting pressed to do a job, to go to college, to pursue a career, to get into a relationship, to slow down, to do someone else's life, it takes selfishness to achieve a dream. Because at the end of the day, it's yours and nobody else's. Whenever we speak, it is in a self-reflection of ourselves. This whole video is kind of just like me pouring my heart out. And you will get value from it. I think you have. But I will tell you this one thing before I leave you. It is better to please yourself than others. Because at the end of the day, someone will always be pissed off. So it's either them or you. To live their dream and to be a lesser version of yourself. Or to pursue your dreams and for them to be a little pissy and angry. Again, I'm Maxwell. I help teach young men find purpose in life. I appreciate it if you like and subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you on the next video.